again. I had a little glitch. I didn't hit that record button, but we're back for part 2 with Dr. Nisha Manek. And she's, if you go through part 1, which you have to go through and see, you'll get her whole history of being with, studying under WilliamATiller. She's a rheumatologist.
Rheumatologist, Carol.
Rheumatologist, there we go. She's a rheumatologist doctor, but like really information and integrative medicine. She's internationally known. So she's going to go, we're going to start and she's going to kind of do a review of part 1 quickly, and then we're going to go into the part 2. And one thing I wanted to bring out, she's written a fabulous book called Bridging Science and Spirit. And you can see I've got underlined it like crazy. And this book is available on my website. I put it on the homepage. So several people have said they got in to get it. They've even said, whoa, they wish she was their doctor. So it's just like, the part 1 is really great. And so, and also when you go in to get the book, be sure to leave a review, because then that just helps us push to make more aware to people about how physics and consciousness are starting to bridge, because her book, Bridging Science and Spirit, is about that. It's about intention and conditioning space. So welcome, Dr. Manek.
Good morning, Carol. It's a delight to be with you, and I'm so glad we're recording this now. So, we have so much to discuss and cover. We'll try our best. And what I thought I would do is just go a little bit over part 1 to set the tone. If people haven't watched part 1, then they would be up to speed in a quick way, and then we'll get into the real juice, the real nuggets of what Tiller found, because it's really fabulous and really a clue to how powerful human beings or Homo sapiens really are. And this is Tiller, WilliamATiller, my mentor, and he is a teacher worthwhile studying. He is a rishi, which is a word in Sanskrit which says a teacher of the highest order. And why do I say that? Tiller is rare because not only is he excellent in conventional science, mathematics and physics, he's a material scientist, so he knows special knowledge of how to create new materials. He knows the behavior of atoms and molecules and how to manipulate them to create new things. But he was also an engineer. So an engineering mindset connects the dots. They really bridge things that you and I cannot possibly see. And this is what's so striking to me about Tiller when I first met him. I said, how do you put that and that together? But that's just it. That's just it. He wasn't enclosed by an invisible cage. This was all boundaries were open for him. That's really crucial. Because in my world as a medical doctor, we had chemistry and biochemistry, and I was locked into the body, this little thing, this material thing. And this is the other gift that Tiller really brings out, and really I admire. He is a rishi because he is really a meditator. He is somebody who gives great deal of love to the scripture, to contemplative and meditative practices. He'd been doing that for decades when I met him, and I could feel it. Okay, when you meet someone, we have a way of sensing. When somebody enters a room and they're up, pumper uppers or drainer downers. Right. Tiller is absolutely a pumper upper. Okay, so this is WilliamATiller. He's now 93. Retired in Scottsdale. He was doing active research until about a year ago, which is astonishing, to gather and generate data, analyze it, do mathematics. He was still doing it, but now he's quietened down quite a bit. This is his book, Psychoenergetic Science. And Carol, I would encourage your followers to get this book also, because they can read it along with Bridging Science and Spirit. This is heavy going. But I can tell you there's great rewards in contemplating the ideas. They will not make sense. I promise you, They will if you sit with them. It's like a self-revelation process. And once you do that, the knowledge is activated. It's not dead knowledge and dead facts that you're collecting inside, but really it is knowledge that is active, alive. Now, nobody can take that away from you. I really mean that, okay?
I've for years, I've tried to read, and it is, like you say, it's really dense, but, and it takes, so that's why I love your book. Like you could read that, then go, it is a bridge. Yeah.
Yeah. And many readers have also said that I couldn't make sense of this or this. I just let it go and go back, and then aha moment would come. Now it's theirs. And nobody can predict that. Some people have said this little formula was so amazing, and literally they almost dropped to their knees. And I'm astonished to hear things like that. All I know is that there is an offering here that Tiller has for the world, because it is part of our evolutionary stage. We are seeing the old world pass away, and we must not cling to it. Okay, we are ready, and he's showing us a new way by our consciousness. So this particular book, I have mentioned the Hawkins scale of consciousness, which is a scale of measuring consciousness. It's based on muscle testing or applied kinesiology. I've tried it. It works, okay? In my experience, this works. I encourage you all to read David Hawkins' work also. And when I looked at this particular work of Tiller and calibrate, I use the word calibration, means where on that scale is Tiller's work really fall into.